All right, welcome back to the channel, subscribers. We got a difference of opinion about Manny Pacquiao between Bernard the Executioner Hopkins and Bob Sneak Thief Arum. Nah, I'm just kidding. Well, no, I'm not kidding. And Bob Arum, the promoter, Hall of Fame promoter, Bob Arum. Let's talk about that in this video. All right, welcome back to the channel, subscribers. If you are not subscribed, please subscribe and hit the bell icon so you can be notified of when we release more videos. And also, thank you so much to everybody that supports the channel on Patreon. Please follow me on Twitter. And also, thanks to everybody that comes by the live streams. We do Monday through Friday around 11 a.m. Central. And also OG Boxing Talk, 8 a.m. Central Standard Time Sunday with myself, Blood Boxing, Curtis Anderson, and KQKC Boxing. Let's get into this. Manny Pacquiao, future Hall of Fame fighter, current PBC fighter, and current money man. Current money man in U.S. boxing, I do believe, with his 500,000 pay-per-views, seeing as Canelo is no longer on pay-per-view. Doesn't count if you ain't actually earning money from the fans. If a company's paying you a salary, nah, man, you ain't generating that money. They're expending that money. So I think right about now, it's probably Manny Pacquiao. Now, Manny Pacquiao is looking to fight. He's the WBA champion and is looking to fight more fights. He's looking for a Floyd Mayweather Jr. fight. Floyd Mayweather Jr. is trying to approach him about doing an exhibition fight. And Manny Pacquiao's like, that's ridiculous. I'm not going to fight you in an exhibition fight. I want to fight in a real fight. And if you're not going to fight me in a real fight, then I'll go find somebody else to fight. Right? So that's the state of Manny Pacquiao right now. Manny Pacquiao right now. Of course, Errol Spence Jr. wants to fight him. Sean Porter wants to fight him. Terence Crawford's been wanting to fight him, but you know that ain't going to happen because of a video that I did that either be released. The reason explained in the video that I'm going to release is either already released or it's going to come out after this. Not sure the order that I'll release them. But regardless, because Bob Arum ain't trying to make no Hall of Famer out of Terence Crawford, okay? He's going to, if he feels like he can feed Manny Pacquiao to somebody, he's going to try to feed him. He's going to try to feed him to somebody else that he has. I just don't see it. I just don't see it. Anyway, so, but Manny Pacquiao saying that he'll go fight somebody else. And those, if he's looking for championship fights, those are his options. Manny, it's Errol Spence Jr. or Sean Porter, the winner of it. He might have Mikey Garcia, Terence Crawford, maybe Danny Garcia, right? Some champion, ex-champion, something. Those are his options. Bob Arum's like, man, you need to stop because you've been hit too much. And he looked back, he made a comment on so let me tell you what the two people are saying. Bob Arum is saying, no, you need to fight Floyd Mayweather. If you can fight Floyd Mayweather and be done with it and retire. And Bernard Hopkins is saying, oh, Manny Pacquiao can fight till he's 50. He can beat my record. He can fight till he's 50. That's the two sides of this with Manny Pacquiao. To Bob Arum's point, that Manny Pacquiao took a lot of punches last fight against Keith Thurman. He did. There are a whole bunch of people ticked off when I called that fight, but there was a streak of rounds in the middle of that round that Manny Pacquiao was getting hit with straight right hands all the time by Keith Thurman. He hit him several times with straight right hands, and he wasn't slipping the punches. His head was going straight back. Keith Thurman probably wasn't as sharp as he could have been if he had been fighting consistently. Now, Manny Pacquiao won that fight, in my opinion, when he hit Keith Thurman with a very, very vicious body shot. It was like, man, it bent me over, and I was watching the fight. But to Bob Arum's point, Manny Pacquiao took a lot of shots that fight. And when you're taking shots and you're pushing 40 and you're over 40 years old, man, those things are going to start. Those things they've already added up from the Juan Manuel Marquez fight, from the Floyd Mayweather fight, from the fights that he had in the Philippines when he got knocked out when he was a kid, to the fights he had with Marco Antonio Barrera, even all of these fights, Manny Pacquiao was getting hit, but now you start slowing down. So you're slowing down and you have those accumulation of those punches. Those same punches are doing more damage now because his brain is less able to bounce back from those shots. That's what Bob Arum is saying. And Bob Arum doesn't really have a horse in the race with Manny Pacquiao because he doesn't really have a welterweight that he's going to make the fight with. Manny Pacquiao ain't fighting Terence Crawford. Freddie Roach is going to assure you of that. Manny Pacquiao isn't going to fight Errol Spence Jr. But even with the Sean Porters, with the Danny Garcias, with the Mikey Garcias, there's a very big chance that a significant chance this dude could get seriously hurt by any of those guys. Especially the one guy for sure, I'm telling you, Manny Pacquiao needs to be very, very careful with and consider staying away from is Danny Garcia. Because Danny Garcia's blind left hook, that no-look left hook, will concuss you. It will concuss anybody. That is a major, major shot that boy got on him, man. Now, the other side of it is Bernard Hopkins. Bernard Hopkins fought till he's 50. Bernard Hopkins is one of the best fighters I've ever seen, man. And he fought well past his prime, but was still able to fight at a level where he was competitive enough to beat many guys, pretty much all the way up until he fought Sergey Kovalev. I believe that the Joe Calzaghe fight, now matter of fact, I know the Joe Calzaghe fight was before that, but he was even though he was well past his age and up a weight class from where he was, very good fight. He had a very good fight with Joe Calzaghe. Joe Calzaghe won the fight, but it was a good fight with him and Joe Calzaghe. But the situation's different, man. Manny Pacquiao has made a ton of money. Manny Pacquiao can have 2 fights and he can make more money in an exhibition fight with Floyd Mayweather Jr., where these guys have 16-ounce gloves and decide to play patty cake than Bernard Hopkins made in his biggest fights. And Manny Pacquiao has been in the spotlight and been getting big money paydays for over a decade now. Yeah, for over a decade now. There's no reason for Manny Pacquiao to take the same route that Bernard Hopkins did. And Manny Pacquiao's style is not like Bernard Hopkins' style because Bernard Hopkins slows the fight down. Bernard Hopkins is like Floyd Mayweather in a way where, man, he really does keep the other guy's hands at home. He's doing a lot of feigning. He's making people second guess. And when you guess wrong, you pay for it. He's getting on the inside. He's mauling. He's doing a lot of that stuff, which prevents him from taking full flush shots to the head like Keith Thurman was delivering to Manny Pacquiao. So, although I think that yes, Manny Pacquiao could fight till he's 50 years old, another 9 years, definitely not at the top level. And do you really want to see Manny Pacquiao go out like Bernard Hopkins did against Joe Smith? Where some guy that 5 years before, just 5 years before, wouldn't have been able to stay in the ring with him for 6, 7 rounds, is now knocking you out of the ring, and you land and spread eagle outside the ring? You want to see that happen to Manny Pacquiao when he's fighting Devin Alexander? You want to see Devin Alexander knock Manny Pacquiao through the ropes? So, I mean, we've already seen him face first flat down against Juan Manuel Marquez. Ain't that enough? You know what I mean? I agree with Bob Arum on this one. Manny, first of all, I agree with Floyd. Manny, take Floyd Mayweather up on that money. See where you can go to get yourself $20 million for an exhibition fight with Floyd Mayweather Jr. Cash a check, okay? Get your money, and then defend your title, your WBA title against somebody one time, man, and call it a day. Otherwise, don't get in your mind. And there was an article that I saw before. And this is Manny Pacquiao. I'm going to say this to Manny Pacquiao fans, man. I know y'all love Manny Pacquiao. I know you do. I know you do. I know you do. And he's had a great career. He's a Hall of Fame fighter. He's one of the best fighters to do it this century. That's how I view him. I'm not going to go all that and try to compare him to guys in 1870. Okay? That's unfair to the guys in 1870 because I don't know them like that. You don't know them like that. Most of their career is gone and out of everybody's memory, right? There ain't nobody alive that actually saw him fight. And 80 years from now, even though we'll have tape, but there will be 80 years from now, 90 years from now, for sure, there's not going to be anybody that is alive that has seen Manny Pacquiao fight. So fight live. So I'm not going to do that to him. I'm just going to say that the guy is one of the best fighters that I've seen, one of the best fighters in the last 30 years, and leave it at that. But Father Time does not lose to anybody, and you do not want to have happen to Manny Pacquiao what I experienced, what happened to my boxing hero, which is Muhammad Ali, where he spends the last 40 years of his life, roughly, not being able to speak, not being able to walk, not being able to communicate with people, not being able to be ringside and laugh and joke with people. It's just not worth it. And I don't believe it's worth it as a boxing fan, because you would have to watch Manny Pacquiao be in that state a lot longer than you were able to enjoy the fights that you might see right now. Anyway, it is what it is. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Who's right? Bob Arum? Bernard Hopkins? And with that, I'm out. Peace.